Part 2. Am I the jerk for attending my sister's birth and meeting baby before my parents? In the lead-up, my sis told my parents she's not sure if she wants them visiting the hospital or when they first get home. She also sets the don't come if you're sick and no kissing baby rule. They're miffed. Next morning, Mom messages me and invites her and Dad to have a coffee at the hospital. I say I'll come to our family home, but she says no because they are in the middle of packing to move to their property 3 HRS away. When we meet, my dad is coughing/sick and he goes, "So we are going up to meet the baby now." I say no, that's not the plan and you can't meet baby if you are sick. Dad starts yelling in the middle of the hospital cafe saying yes he can because baby already has an immunity from my sister and heaps of babies are born in disgusting conditions around the world. He then accuses me of subterfuge for being at the birth. He won't stop yelling and demanding to go up to the ward. I tell him he doesn't have my sister's permission and she needs to know he's unwell. My mom is all, "I told you not to say anything." Dad keeps escalating. I tell Dad I'd rather he be NC with me than I go against my sister's boundaries when she's so vulnerable after birth. He carries on about my conniving subterfuge and manipulation, I think, for not saying I was at the birth. I then told Dad that my sister asked me 6 months ago. Sis had told Mom multiple times since, and Sis told Mom yesterday I was on my way. Dad looked confused and Mom says, "I must have forgot." I went back to the ward without them, warned my sister, said goodbye, and made a hasty exit to drive back home, crying the whole way. My sis ended up letting my parents come into the ward, though Dad wasn't allowed near the baby. I then find out they drove back to their property the next day, so it was zero about supporting my sister and her husband. I haven't spoken to my parents since. Am I the jerk? Subscribe for more, and as always, trust us.